Firstly, the music that just comes with the logos is haunting. You already feel Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL are up to something. And just the opening line in that dark screen, when the screen is dark in the trailer, and the opening line, that isn't it, is it surprising that the most powerful man is a man of controversy? And I believe that this is actually directed at all the critics who came out with knives against Man of Steel, because a lot of this movie is like a response. You can feel like it's actually a response to set the record straight, concerning that movie, and concerning all the various critics who I believe were also, a lot of them were bandwagon critics who just got on this bandwagon against Man of Steel, which in my view was a very good movie. It had a few things here and there, but every movie has a few things here and there. But I think the vitriol which came out against it was literally over exaggerated. But just in that opening line, you already know that the tone is being set, that this film is not just some dumb comic book movie. This is a film that is very intelligent and very well thought out. It's the kind of movie when you watch it, it's going to raise your IQ, and you can feel just by the writing. Chris Terrio, who took over writing responsibilities from David Goyer, he's literally in a huge sandbox now, and he's going to show us what he's made of. And then from there, after that line,
As a population on this planet have been
it,
looking for a savior.
as that line ends, the next shot we get is of the statue, and this shot is just first and foremost, it's beautiful. There is absolutely nothing I can say about this, negative I can say about this shot. And it's a testament to the work of Larry Fong, because in Man of Steel he wasn't the director of photography. They've now got Larry Fong back, and you can just see. I like the crane in the far left corner. It shows you that rebuilding has been happening, and the statue itself. When it starts like this, you've got no idea that there's something special that's going to come in terms of the plot. A key element of the plot is going to be revealed, and then from there,
On this planet have been
it
looking for a
moves.
savior.
And now you gotta listen to the lines. The lines, I'm telling you, with this trailer, it's the kind of trailer which wasn't high on action spectacle, but it was high on giving us just a little taste of the direction which the movie is going. So it's one of those trailers where you literally have to pay attention to every line. And the next line which comes up is a line concerning that human beings looking for a savior. And straight after that, we get this picture of a Superman surrounded by people reaching out to him like he is a savior. And the most interesting thing about this shot, it has to be his facial expression. A lot of people are coming up with ideas that there is speculation that Superman might go rogue, or that he might become a villain, similar to Injustice Gods Among Us. But you literally have to look at his face. If you look into those eyes, it's not like he is receiving the praise and adoration from these people, but you can feel, to an extent, he feels a bit in over his head. He's also trying to figure this thing out. He's trying to figure out what to do with these powers. He's trying to figure himself out. And here are these people who are literally praising him.
Whose very existence challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Now, I love that line. That line which comes there in terms of his very existence makes us question our very priorities in terms of our position in the universe. So, automatically, the writing is showing you that one of the things is, even as fans, they want to put Superman in a position where he isn't just the traditional Boy Scout who everybody loves, but I can see the vision, Zack Snyder's vision here, that he really wants Superman to be the kind of hero where he is what you subjectively think he is. You can't put him in a box and say that he is the ultimate hero. What you're going to actually end up with is a situation where everybody is going to have their own opinion of who Superman is. And as you can see in the trailer, again, it's similar. There's such a parallel between real life in that there's some people who hated Man of Steel and hated the depiction of Superman, and at the same time there's other people like myself who felt that this was the best Superman. This was the best Superman ever. And in the next shot, after they come out of the statue shot, they bring us into the shot where Superman seems to be catching a space shuttle. This looks like a space shuttle. There's some people who think it's a bomb, but it's not a bomb. This is a Russian space shuttle. And for whatever, we don't know if it's in Russia, if it's in the United States, we don't know where he is. But this picture, again, is showing us the prowess and the power of Superman. And he seems to be now becoming a global savior, a global hero, a hero who's reaching out and saving other situations all over the world. And that's probably what makes him become a threat to the American government. And here he is in his glory. He's lifting up this space shuttle, and he looks totally heroic. And a lot of the critics came up with that concept that he wasn't heroic, he didn't exhibit the heroism as Christopher Reeve. And I think some of these things are to also offset that argument. I think we're going to see a lot of Superman catching people and saving more and more people. And he was heroic. Come on, he went into an oil rig and got people out of there. Okay, we'll leave that alone. But here he is, and the cape. I mean, this is a beautiful shot. There's nothing more I can say about it. One of the things I love about it, though, is the way the cape is just moving. It's just vintage Superman.
Track record of following people with great power.
Right, and as you can see, as the trailer builds, we're back at the shot of the statue, and an incredible line comes there where it says that human beings have this incredible desire to always follow people with great power. So again, it's highlighting the God nature, which is always exhibited by Superman. And as we get closer in this shot, we begin to see a lot of metaphor represented in the sculpture. We can see Superman is in the kind of posture where he's reaching out to man. He's on one knee reaching out to man, and the other hand in the sky. It's like he's saying, I am the bridge to make you become great. And it's so similar to what his father told him when he came in when he first met his father, the consciousness of his father in the ship. And his father said, you will give the people of earth an ideal to strive for. And this is literally a manifestation of, we'll even say, the prophecy of his father. His father prophesied that you're going to give the people of earth an ideal to strive for. But at the same time, after his father gives him that prophecy, his earthly father, Jonathan Kent, gives him a warning, which is diametrically opposed to what his father, his real father, told him. He told him that the people of earth are not going to accept you. Keep your powers to yourself. So right now there is the conflict. It's the conflict of the two fathers. The one father said, show your power and people will accept you. The other father says, show your power and there's people who are not going to accept you. And this is the same with this movie. No matter how good this movie is, there's going to be people who call it the greatest movie of all time, and there's also going to be people who are going to call it probably the worst movie of all time. So that's the amazing thing about this movie, and I think the foundation of Man of Steel, there's going to be some people who come with those preconceived ideas from Man of Steel, who are just going to literally walk in this movie with a desire to see it fail. and there's going to be those who walk in this movie and they're just going to have a good time. My advice is don't come with preconceived ideas, just come and enjoy the movie because this movie is going to be incredible.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
Maybe he's just a guy.
Now, this scene where Superman now has four armed men with an emblem, a Superman symbol on their shoulders, is very, very interesting because there's two theories which are circulating. One of them is this is from Injustice: Gods Among Us, and that probably Superman has an army of his own, and I don't buy into that theory. The theory I buy into is that probably there is a group of vigilantes who've been inspired by Superman, and probably they've created a cult, and probably in the name of Superman, who has now inspired them, they are now doing their own vigilante activity, crime fighting, and all of this. And Superman is getting a bad rap, and probably people like the senator and people like Lex Luthor are highlighting that look at the influence of this man. There's people who are forming terrorist organizations and cults in support of this man, and one of the reasons I don't believe that these are his soldiers is because in a way, just in a way, he doesn't seem too comfortable with the way they are kneeling before him. And I really don't think they are his soldiers. And probably a third theory could be that these soldiers are actually in all probability, it could just be an army special unit which the government sets up to probably assist him and say, listen, we're setting up a Superman unit for complex cases, and it would be amazing if they're trying to bust Batman here. I think that would even be more exciting if these men have been sent to find Batman, and I think that would be an interesting angle. But the shot just looks beautiful, and a lot of the stuff we also have to do when watching this movie is we also have to reference Man of Steel. And if you remember in Man of Steel, there was a moment where Superman was arrested and in handcuffs, but here he is. He's not arrested. It seems like there are some special forces working with him. So that's an interesting, very interesting, very interesting. And then Lex Luthor's voice comes now, and I think with that simple line from Jesse Eisenberg, he sets the tone that he is going to be seeing Superman as a devil. That devils don't come from the ground, they come from the sky. And at that point, I'm just excited to see what he's going to do. And I know that he's going to be the kind of villain who, there's some villains who, when they come out, they just irritate and annoy you as a viewer. And I think just even his voice, it's got this little irritating tone. And when we see him on screen, he's going to be that irritating itch where you wish that probably Superman could do a Zod Part 2 and probably snap his neck. But I don't think he's going to do that at all. And then there's this beautiful shot. I mean, this shot of Superman in the sky. It's very messianic. It's very messianic. It's got a lot of God imagery to it, and there's someone reaching out, and there's Superman. He's in the sky. The sun's behind him. You can't see him properly, and this is just an amazing shot. Again, I have to give praise where it's due. Larry Fong, just remember that man. He's the director of photography on this, and he's just done an incredible job. Him and Zach are just beasts.
So caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
And I think that's an important line. You mustn't miss it. They say people are caught up with what he can do and not what he should do. And that's where the whole debate is going to be. What should Superman do? What should Superman do? And at that point, you start to hear people chanting, go home, go home. And then voila. Now, all along, I mean, this is this is smart. in my view, I think they shouldn't have put this part. But anyways, this is just smart because all this time we're seeing the statue and we're like, wow, Superman is adored, and then from nowhere we get this picture of the false god spray painted on the chest of Superman. This is just another beautiful shot, another testament of the greatness of Larry Fong, and this just looks awesome. This is just something else.
That's how it starts.
Oh, and then I don't know. I mean, there's a serious competition between who said the best line, and for now, I'm giving it to Alfred because at this point, how he just comes in and says, "That's how it starts." I mean, oof. When he just said that, something just happened. I don't know. I can't explain it. Only real Superman fans will understand what I'm talking about. Something literally just happened when I just heard that's how it starts. And the piano, there's just this eerie piano which just begins to chime. That's how it starts.
The fever.
And then when he says the fever, here comes Ben Affleck. Now, Ben Affleck's face right now, this shot of his face, for me, I think Zach took him on the side before they shot this scene. He took him on the side and brought out every negative tweet which all the idiots who feel like they know everything about movies and who should be cast and who shouldn't be, and that meltdown. I mean, that broke the internet more than Kim Kardashian. That literally broke the internet. And here he is. And if you can look at his face, he looks like he's actually trembling with anger. It's a face, and in his face, I can literally see in his mind, he's saying, "Okay, okay, you all thought I'm gonna fail, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what Batman really is. Who Batman really is. You've never seen a Batman like me. You're so the anger in his face is so palpable. He's literally trembling with anger. And there's Alfred saying the fever, the rage, and I mean this. As soon as this for me, this point of the trailer took it to another level. Took it to another level. It took it to a level a level. I mean, every other trailer we've been seeing has been high on action. I mean, with respect to the Avengers and the Marvel franchise, we salute the great things they've done. But a lot of their trailers have been very action heavy, and they haven't really been dialogue heavy. But I mean, with this Ultron, a lot of the like the Ultron trailers were really, they had some incredible lines in terms of Ultron. I really loved the lines Ultron was saying. But this moment is just gonna go down in history. Alfred, in my view, apart, I mean, I know there's the Ben Affleck, the Batfleck closing line, but for me, subjectively and personally, Alfred stole the trailer. He sealed the deal for me. He just sealed it, and just to see Bruce Wayne's face, I mean, this is angry. You don't want to mess with this guy. You don't want to mess with this guy. And and behind him, there's also a theory that's going out that that's probably Jason Todd's batsuit just behind him there, and I hope so because I would really love to see Nightwing and Red Hood. I'd really like a Batman film that somehow we get under the Red Hood, and somehow we get the Court of Owls, and somehow we get the longest Halloween, and somehow we get the Killing Joke in a series. I mean, that would just be, I don't know. I don't even know what I would do. Man,
Powerless.
the fear of powerlessness
It turns good men.
that turns good men cruel. And then we see the cowl. We see, I mean, whew, I don't know what to do. Seriously, if somebody has a time machine, please don't hesitate to send it our way. But just looking at the cowl, one of the things I like with the cowl is the cowl itself is angry. I'm sure when he was designing it, he said, make sure it's angry in itself. And this just looks scary. This just looks scary. Okay, then comes the logos, obviously. Now, this scene is interesting. He seems to be holding something. Obviously, there's the question mark of Riddler. He's looking up in the sky. I don't know where he is. This could possibly be where Superman killed General Zod. It's a very high possibility that he's probably here doing some investigations of some sort and trying to find the weaknesses of Superman and how he can fight him, or maybe instead of asking Superman to come and fight him at a crime alley, he asks him to come fight him where he killed Zod. I think that would be interesting. If he just says, let's go, if he brings the fight to the place where he killed Zod to teach him a lesson that don't ever take anyone's life as a hero. In our universe, we don't take lives. We don't, and that's the amazing thing with DC. DC is dark, but the heroes don't believe in taking lives. I mean, that's just crazy. Okay, here comes the Batwing. I believe that this Batwing, just in my view, it seems a bit too small to have a human being in it. I think it's actually a drone, and possibly it's a drone which Batman sends ahead of him, or he somehow controls it on his way to. Right, and the interesting thing then with the Batwing is, as you can see, it seems to kill some people. So I don't know if Batman has killed these people, or if someone else has taken control of it, killed people, and probably it has made Batman look like a criminal, and probably that's what leads Superman to come and say and take him out. So I don't know. And then we get a back shot of the Batmobile. I mean, this Batmobile is going to be incredible. You know, Christopher Nolan did an incredible job. I mean, the Tumbler was just, oof, yeah. I got no words for it. And I know Zach. I just know that Zach knows that was good. And he's going to take this one to another level. More logo. Right, here comes Batman. Now this scene, I saw the leaked versions, like this scene didn't look too good, but now in HD it looks so similar to the picture which where Wonder Woman shows up. And as you can see, he's wearing the new bat suit. He's not wearing the iron suit, so this is probably before he fights Superman. So this just looks incredible. Ben Affleck looks huge. The suit, I have not heard one person, even the most staunch haters, complain about the suit, complain about the body of Ben Affleck, complain about the look. I think that you literally have to be possessed by demons to not see that this is good. This is the best bat suit we have ever seen. If Ben Affleck just walks around in this suit in the park saying nothing the whole movie, we've had a great movie. Because this suit in itself has become a character. This suit is a character. This suit probably deserves an Oscar. This suit can win a Grammy. This suit is just perfect. This suit is so good, it makes Superman's suit not look so good. And I mean, that's saying a lot. And it's just incredible. The designers, the costume designer, and Zach, thank you for this. We really appreciate it. Right? And here comes the rifle scene. Alright, so this scene, when I first saw it, I literally thought he was just holding the top of a skyscraper, but Just closer inspection. This is definitely, he's holding a rifle, and we don't know what he's going to use it for. But I know Batman is not going to kill someone with it. He's going to use it for something, or maybe it's got a kryptonite dart. I don't know, but he's going to use it. And obviously, this shot is so reminiscent of the Dark Knight Returns. There was a beautiful shot with Christian Bale, similar to this. So this is probably Zach just gives saluting the greatness of Christopher Nolan and how he managed to keep DC alive. I mean, I mean, I know there's some people who hate Christopher Nolan's work, but I mean, he kept DC alive in the past decade. I mean, we had Green Lantern, and we had Watchmen, and Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. And I would say that probably Watchmen and Dark Knight trilogy are what kept DC alive, and Green Lantern almost single-handedly destroyed the universe. And I'm forgetting, and the Stalker, Superman stalks again. That almost totally destroyed us. But this shot is he's just giving a homage to Christopher Nolan. Beautiful, beautiful shot. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I mean, this is just beautiful. Oh God. Here comes the money shot. The lightning strikes and we see the suit. The suit just looks incredible. The iron suit just looks incredible. The glowing eyes. There's absolutely nothing negative I can say. You can see it looks battle hardened, and I mean, it's just incredible. And the most incredible line, and the line is about to say, is going to be remembered in history. In history, it's going to be a meme. It's going to be a great T-shirt. It's going to be a great website. It's going to be forever. And I'm just trying to think, just looking back at the superhero movies we've been watching of late, if there's any single line from all the work Marvel have done, all the work DC have done just in the past decade. I'm just trying to think. I think probably the one line I can say was a bit memorable was probably the Hulk when he says, "I'm always angry." I think that was very memorable. But this one is set in stone. This one is going to go down in history because now, for the first time in our lives, we're going to see Batman and Superman in one shot. What more would you want? What more can you want in life? Honestly, what more can you want in life? This is just incredible.
Tell me, do you bleed?
Now, Superman is in the sky. Batman is on the ground. And Batman now, we're going to hear his voice for the first time. And what kind of man has the guts to tell this man who destroyed a city, do you bleed? I mean, this is just the ultimate bravado madness that is Batman. We've never seen a Batman like this, and this is the ultimate confidence to say this to Superman. Do you bleed? So Superman comes down. I love the way Superman just lands, and the rain is just awesome. Here comes Superman. He lands. They're facing face to face. This is going to be historic, guys. This is going to be historic. And I think if you're a hater, just put your hater brain off for a while. Just switch it off for a while and just enjoy the moment. Even if you hate the movie, even if you feel DC are too dark and DC are all this and that, just for a second, just enjoy the history that's being made. You know, the same way the Avengers assembled, at that point when they assembled, and after Hulk takes down that Chitauri, whatever thing it was, and they assemble and they're standing back to back. I mean, that was historic. That was just beautiful. But this, my goodness, my goodness.
You will.
You will. Oh my goodness. That's all you need to know. This movie is going to be good. We are lucky to be alive in this age, in this time. I'm staying fit. I'm eating right. I'm driving slowly. I'm taking care of myself. I want to make sure I'm alive to see this happen. And this is just going to be a great movie. This was a great trailer. It was very unique, especially if you look at all the trailers which just came out recently, the Ultron trailers, the Star Wars trailer. I mean, that was beautiful, beautiful trailer. And then the Fantastic Four, and in the midst of that, this too came out, and this stands out as unique. Stands out as unique. It's not action heavy. It's story heavy, and that's the direction which Kevin Tsuchihara promised, that we're taking a story heavy direction, and this is what we're going to get. We're going to get a dark, and there's nothing wrong with dark. Not everyone has to be Marvel. Not everyone has to be happy, and there's nothing wrong with dark. There's nothing wrong with happy. When you want to be happy and to be, to laugh and have all those gags, you watch a Marvel movie, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you want something dark, gritty, and you watch Batman and Superman, and that's what we're getting. And I'm really looking forward to that. It would really be boring if everything is just Avengers, Ant-Man, and all these things. We need this kind of thing. Just to clarify one last thing, when Kevin Tsuchihara said that we're making a gritty and realistic universe, he wasn't talking about the parameters of the powers of the superheroes. He was talking in the context of what would you do? How would the world react to a Superman? How would the world react to a Batman? And I think that's the realism is talking about. It's not a situation like in the old movies where when Superman is flying, everybody is worshipping and clapping hands and happy to see him. But I mean, he's being very realistic that there's some people who are going to love Superman, and there's some people who are going to hate Superman. There's some people who are going to love Batman, and there's some people who are going to hate Batman. And that's the kind of world we are in. Even after I post this video, there's some people who are going to love it, and there's some people who are going to hate it. I mean, love it or leave it alone. But Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is coming, and I predict it's going to cross the $1 billion barrier. It's going to make it in the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. If it doesn't, I don't know. But it's going to do it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.